Asking Alexandria are getting absolutely destroyed on social media.
Vizzy, this is a great band. Why are they getting cooked?
Well, that's because unfortunately they're not that great live. At the moment, they're not that great live. I saw them live maybe 3-4 times before and they've always sounded fine. So after this clip I'm about to show you started circulating, I was very confused because I was unsure if my ears were just fucked up or maybe I'm misremembering, or I don't understand. I don't understand how I remember them sounding fine. And then this clip rolled around and it's like, holy shit. There it is. So today I'm gonna show you the clips that they're getting clowned on for. I also want to give you their response, and I want to go back and see if they always sounded booty cheeks or this might be a one-off set that just so happened to be captured by great quality. Ladies, gentlemen, theys and thems, happy Monday. It's hot as fuck where I'm at. All right, make sure you got your ACs blasting, your fans blasting, because god damn, I'm sweating like a dancer in a packed strip club. Anyway, join the Discord, link in description, and let's watch this clip. No, your eyes aren't deceiving you there, Buster. Danny did, in fact, not scream into the mic. He went into the shadows. He went off stage there to give his bandmates a little bit of light and to then get exposed by one of Warped Tour's cameramen. They knew to capture this golden moment, one of the best parts of the song, to then get let down. All right, this is some sad shit. The cameraman realized, oh fuck, this shit wasn't golden. This shit was plastic, boy, or maybe diamond, depending on who you ask. But hey, to me, this shit is diamond. What on God's green earth was that shit, dude? Brother sounded like SpongeBob in the exploding bit at the end there. I did steal that joke from a Twitter comment. Speaking of, let's go ahead and read some. As we can see, people are saying it's bad, it's lazy, the band should just break up already. The band is coming off as cash grabby. You got motherfuckers saying that they sounded great before when they saw them live, like me. But then you got fellas like this saying they've always been shit live. But this comment kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Who the fuck even listens to this shit band anymore? This is in 6th grade. Brother, shut the fuck up. I hate motherfuckers like this. I hate comments like this. Just because a band peaked many moons ago, it does not mean we cannot enjoy their shit today. We got a motherfucker here that's too cool to enjoy nostalgic music. I better not see you talk any positive about classic cartoons, classic Cartoon Network shit, all right? Classic video games, I better not. You watch Courage the Cowardly Dog for comfort? Ugh. What are you, 15 weeks old, you fucking baby? What? Are you telling me this guy still likes to dust off his old Nintendo 64 and play that dog shit? What a loser. You're fucking, what are you, 2 months old? Huh? Did your teeth grow in, you little baby bitch? But you know what wouldn't make you a stupid baby bitch? Is if you become a smart fella. Click the join button down below. I upload 5 times a week, and if you want access to these videos early, go ahead and become a member. Now, to backtrack those screams, I don't think it's the end of the world. You got to keep in mind, Danny is getting older. Maybe he has some vocal issues, okay? Maybe he can't scream like he used to. Well, okay, we obviously learned that now that he can't scream like he used to in the same video, but all I'm trying to say is it's okay if you don't got it anymore, brother. All right, you've been playing your country. You've been going for that sweet old soft Southern American voice. But if that's the case, step down. All right, it's okay to step down. It's not your game anymore, brother. Give the vocal slot to someone that's passionate about this band. All right, give it to someone that can continue the band's legacy. Or there is another option. Maybe it's time to close this band's chapter. Now, here's the thing. It's a tough call because on one hand, if you're passionate about music, you probably don't want to stop. But on the other hand, are you down to ruin your legacy? It's a tough call to make if you're in that position. Like, when do you stop? When do you keep going? Like, if you're playing a slot machine and you see your funds are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, you might feel like, damn, maybe I should pull out. But at the end of the day, you could probably be one spin away from hitting that jackpot. But if you've ever been gambling, what's the reality? You're probably not going to hit the jackpot. What are the odds? What are the odds that this band is going to make another album that's going to shift the scene like they did before? Or maybe what are the odds for them to make a record even close to that? Like, do they try something experimental and try to chase that scene shift again and potentially get clowned for trying something like that? Okay, like if it's ass, they're gonna get clowned. Or do you stay on the safe side and just write shit to keep yourself afloat? Being in that position, I'd imagine, is super difficult, all right? Because you got to think about this. Some of the best albums on our corner of the music have been written by kids, all right? Either extremely young adults, kids in high school, or just getting out of it, just writing fun music that they don't really care if it makes sense or not. These kids don't give a fuck, all right? They're just trying to write shit to have fun. That's all they're doing, having fun. And when that happens, it leads to bangers, all right? We got crazy experimental shit that was actually a huge part of the alternative music timeline. But what tends to happen is when you're getting older, you're like, okay, you overthink. You're like, all right, does this make sense musically? You're getting invested in the craft that you found yourself into. You want to be a respected musician, so you learn the music theories, you learn X, Y, and Z, but then your music just becomes cookie cutter as fuck. All right, where's the human side to it? Like, that's the problem. A lot of these bands, they're just forgetting to have fun. It doesn't have to be like straight up to the book. And if it is, make something, I don't know. Look, this is why I'm not a musician. I don't know what I would do. I don't know how to make something outside of the box. I just listened to the new Turnstile album maybe 2 days ago. I thought it was great. All right, my boy Gerald in chat said that it sounded just like their previous album, but blue. But I disagree a little bit. I think it was great. I heard shit I've never heard before. All right, like that only Turnstile can write a song that makes me want to pit it up at the beginning of it and shake my ass and do some Jersey club dancing by the end of it. You know what I mean? All I'm trying to say is it's okay to be experimental with shit. It's okay to have fun. All right. In Turnstile's case, it worked the fuck out. That album absolutely popped the fuck off. But then again, I'm not a musician, all right? I don't have a band. It's hot as fuck, dude. Oh my God. So I wouldn't necessarily know what I do in that position. Maybe it's one of those things that you won't know unless you are in that position, you know? But anyway, the band did respond. And by band responding, I mean their bassist, Sam Bentley. And by respond, I mean he just put on his Instagram story, I'm sorry. Insane response from the band. I'm not gonna lie, this did raise my eyebrows a little bit. All he said was, I'm sorry, okay, apologizing, basically on Danny's behalf, but this shows there's not really any excuse or defense to be had here. Danny sounded like shit. It is what it is. The bassist apologized for him. So here we have Asking Alexandria, the final episode live at Welcome to Rockville 2025. Let's see how they sounded. Same shit. I got worried. I got concerned because it's like, holy shit, did they always sound like this until you get to 2024? Then you notice this. Okay, so he didn't sound phenomenal. All right, it wasn't like the best fucking vocal performance in the world. Obviously, we're only playing a few seconds just because I want to avoid copyright, but you know, this is the part people are mostly clowning on him for. You can hear that it's not the best. However, it's not as bad as it's not as bad as it's been this year so far, right? Then we get to 2023. What the fuck? That was only 2 years ago and he sounded this good? And I'll even take it one more year back. Check this shit out. So, brother, what the fuck happened? Okay, now obviously some of these videos, the quality of the recording will affect the audio, yeah? But for the most part, like, I think we get the idea, and I think it's safe to say that they sounded way better than they did this year. As the years progress, the band is getting worse and worse, and well, Danny is getting worse and worse, and who knows? I don't know if it's burnout, okay? Again, maybe wear and tear. It could be laziness. I'm not 100% sure. And the issue with being bad live, it's definitely going to damage ticket sales. I don't know if it's going to be like to this massive extent where they actually feel a dent in their wallet. Probably not. But at the end of the day, the band is getting older. Danny is getting older, and I don't expect him to sound one-to-one like he did when they started. All right, I don't expect him to have the same screaming capability as he did when he was a kid. Mind you, obviously now I'm sure he knows techniques and X, Y, and Z and experience, so he would know how to sound better. But that's what happens. You do it wrong, you sound like shit, you get better, and then you get on that decline. And I feel like right now we are at that decline in his vocal, like screaming, dirty vocal career. Again, he does country now, so I'm sure he's trying to take a little bit more care of his voice on top of the wear and tear that's probably already happening. So I don't know. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. Like, sub, join the Discord, and click right here, because last time the band Hot Mulligan became legends of the scene. Click right here to find out why.